anybody to represent him. Well, I'll explain what we were discussing. Richard Shanks owns property just outside of the city limits here, north of town. And he came in wanting to know if he could start hauling dirt or haul dirt, or if we knew of anybody that had excess dirt or materials or anything that he could use on his place. He's doing some project there where he needs filled dirt or something. And I said, well, you know, we do a lot of that. I said, and actually I told him that we had somebody dump a load of dirt in our burn pile, which, you know, just that's the reason it's closed, but yeah. But he said that he was thinking about, and I asked him to come to the meeting to discuss how the town felt about closing the burn pit and everybody take their burn material to his place. And he said that he would monitor it, but since he's not here to represent it and to do that, maybe he changed his mind. Well, I'm not sure where we stand with that now. So
that's an undertaking if you wanted to
because
burn
wouldn't
it
you be
on
going on personal property?
Yeah, that's kind of a...
Well, and it's
yeah,
but
the idea, but
what it would do is, if he did it, the city is not liable for anything. It's his. He allows who he wants to, and if he doesn't want that material there, then he doesn't have to put it there. But that would have been up to him, and I don't know now.
And we can't list it as a city burn pit or
Well,
anything
yeah,
like that.
we would not have a city burn pit at all.
And we should probably do some sort of agreement or memorandum of understanding so that it shows the liability does not go to the city.
Yeah.
And that is easy to put together.
Yeah. But I don't know what he's decided. We talked about it, and he says, well, I got to go home and think about it. And I said, please come to the meeting. He said he would, and he's not here. So.
I think what he was thinking was he was going to get all that dirt that we have.
So if anybody knows anybody who wants to get rid of dirt or whatever, then they can take it down to him, and he'll take it. But
Terry Feller, could you put your burn pit up on your 20 acres up on the hill?
No.
Can't do her?
Yeah, we already have an issue with people dumping stuff out there. It's bad enough with what they dump down at the burn pit.
yeah.
What if we had it? And that's kind of why the whole deal with concrete got...
I don't know.
Oh, they turned it into a garbage pit is what you're saying.
Yeah, they have.
Gotcha.
Twice.
And
4 times now. We've closed it 4 times, and 4 times every time we reopen it, somebody dumps.
Well, I know, but I understand you closing it, but your caution tape across the roadway is not really closing
I
it.
know I'm not going to be able to let cop in there, and that's the problem, is they just drive around. It doesn't matter. They're going to drive around whatever I put up out there.
Can you put no dumping and fines on
Well, that I
signs?
yes.
We have this thing that says no dumping.
City fines, like even put up something, maybe a camera?
we have put a resolution together, and
Yes.
I guess I would say, we need to say the burn pit is closed until further notice. It will reopen, but that resolution basically almost needs to be printed on a sign. $250 fine. No dumping of anything, and you cannot dump unless a volunteer is here. And maybe if we put out a Facebook post that is in the next 2 weeks, we can open it up with volunteers, but with the threat of, if we find that this continues, illegal dumping, we will close it down.
Well, yeah, and it does. And the thing is, even these people sneaking in and dumping their stuff now, I think underneath all of that, there's a hot spot in there, because you push that stuff up and it
Bites.
kicks off. It burns. So we can't have people dumping their stuff there, and because right now, you know, catch that on fire,
Well,
then
and
take a chance of burning
I
us all
think,
into town.
well then, let's go fall time. Let's plan on September or October. Due to fires and stuff, we're not going to open it because we can't burn it.
Yeah, right now
Yeah,
we're in a
and-
burn. I can't burn it.
So,
Yeah.
so does that with the
And we can't push
tentative,
it up because it will burn.
well,
That's
with the
scary.
tentative, does that work for you guys?
Yeah,
The
that-
tentative idea of opening in October? In the
Now, is that-
meantime,
I'll get a sign.
That'll be an amendment to the original thing, so we'll have to vote on that. So
Well,
if you write something up on it,
we moved to close it, the
Yeah,
last
it-
one,
it's
until
closed.
we had an idea of what, we have the resolution, and Kristen said we could close it temporarily, and I think all we have to do is, do we need a motion to say we'll consider in October, or can they post that possible opening in October?
That's a great question. So, once again, the city council works through resolutions and ordinances.
Mhm.
So if the city council wants to do it via resolution or an ordinance, the mayor also has the authority to implement things for the best interest of the city, absent the resolution to the contrary. So
Okay.
the mayor can do that. And once again, the mayor, obviously, he's the one who
Okay.
directs Mark.
Okay, we have the resolution with everything, it's just closed temporarily due to the fire was the last one.
Yeah.
yeah,
The fire.
Okay.
But the resolution is not in front of this council today.
No, it's already passed,
Yeah.
okay, so I didn't know if we,
I'll get a sign done.
okay.
Because that sign that down there, it's the same sign we've always had that says you can dump brush and stuff there. That's why they're doing it. You
Yeah.
gotta get rid of that sign.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just pull it up and just put a blank something there that says no dumping.
And maybe Melissa, if you could run on Facebook again, burn pit is closed. And there is we do have a resolution stating it will be a
There's a penalty
$250
for it.
fine if you're caught dumping down there.
Yeah,
Get Carol Jones to let me put a camera up on her fence or something.
yeah. So you see who comes and goes that way.
Sounds like mortgage practice.
Yeah,
There's a bunch.
and I don't know. They do it after dark, which
See ya?
we
The
need
ones
to
I
get
see during the
some
day.
kind of security down there. I don't know.
Jerry's seen them do it during the day.
Yeah.
I
Okay.
watch them drive by all the time with
Yeah.
the piles on the back of their
I
truck.
know we were down there blading today and I had a lady show up with a bunch of boards in the back and I was like, you can't bring that here. I mean, that's not even, that's construction waste. Like, what the hell are you doing?
If you get the resolution from Kristen, it has all the points that a sign could be put up.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Let's move on to Resolution 535, Amendment to Budget. Resolution number 535, a resolution of the Town Council of the Town of Palmer, Montana, to approve an amendment to the municipal budget for the 2023-24 fiscal year. Whereas the Town Council of the Town of Palmer, Montana has prepared a budget amendment for the fiscal year 2023-2024 and has given notice permitting all taxpayers to appear and be heard or be against any part of said budget amendment. Whereas the Town of Palmer had more expenditures than expected in the Fire Disability Fund, number 7120, whereas the Town of Palmer received more revenue than expected in the Fire Disability Fund, 7120. Whereas the Town of Palmer must pay out all money received in the Fund 7120 to the Fire Relief Secretary. Whereas the Town of Palmer will increase the revenue budget for Fund 7120 as follows. Original revenue appropriation, new revenue appropriation 335050 was $1,500, and 335050 was $1,654. Whereas the Town of Palmer will increase the expenditure budget for the fund number 7120 as follows. Original expenditure appropriation, new expenditure appropriation 420000/700, $1,500, 420000700 to 1654.00. Now therefore be it resolved by the Town of Palmer, Montana, that the fiscal year 2023-24 municipal budget amendment is approved and adopted and set forth above. Duly passed. Okay. Do we have any questions?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Okay. Says here the town funded more expenditures than expected. How do we know that? Who got that information?
That was put together by Christian.
Oh, she's done all that?
Yes.
Okay.
That's where we come up with the discrepancy.
Huh?
That's where we come up with the discrepancy.
Yeah.
It's not what.
The money the state sent.
Well, like paying bills we got to, but like that's some proof.
Well, that's the money that the state sends, or county and the state sends for the Fire Relief
Oh.
Association. That's
Right.
money that comes off of the fire taxes from the citizens.
I understand that, but my question was, the town of Fromberg had a more expenditures. With the states over here,
The more we spend in our budgets, the more the state will give us for that. So,
It's money you don't get to touch.
yeah.
It's not
we,
that thing.
we can't
It's
touch
good.
that money. It goes
It
to the
goes
fire
for-
department.
And the fire department can't touch it either, so.
No, it goes for a good reason though.
It's in the relief associated, if a fireman is killed or injured,
Absolutely.
that's what it goes for.
It's for a good reason.
Okay. Any other questions? Do we have any public comment?
On anything?
No, it has to be on this part.
like a
We need
start
it.
fire or something.
We need a motion.
Maybe.
I move to accept resolution number 535.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve resolution 535 as it is written. All in favor? Any opposed?
Yay.
Okay. It is approved.
Need more information.
Come and talk to Christian, and she'll bring out the books and she'll show you exactly how it came in and where it went.
How they do it? She got paperwork, there's electronic to her, how she proves it?
Yeah, yeah, and she can do that. Okay, next up is consent of the agenda. Do anybody want to move anything else on the agenda? Okay. Approve the minutes, July 15th, 2024 regular meeting.
And we had a party.
I move to accept the July 15th, 2024 minutes.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the July 15th, 2024 regular meeting. All in favor?
Aye.
No opposed. July 22nd, 2024 special meeting.
I move to approve the July 22nd, 2024 special meeting minutes.
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second to approve the special meeting minutes for July 22nd, 2024. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Approve claims. Any questions over claims?
Why are we buying gas at Rockville?
Because I was headed to Billy in the pickup to take a bacteria test, and it wasn't gonna make it to Laurel. The walk line came on. I was gonna try to make it to Laurel. I don't like buying
I just
gas at
noticed
Rockville.
4 times.
He's a local business, though. I mean, if we're gonna support local, we should support local.
We do
Even-
support local, but not at the prices, or you can go to Bridger and get it for a lot cheaper.
I don't like it because where his tanks are, there's usually understanding water.
Yeah.
I got nothing against the guy, and I'm all for supporting local businesses, but I stay away from there just because where his tanks are and when it rains.
Okay. Claims? You guys had a chance to look at the claims? If you have, sign.
I move to approve the claims with the electronic payments 99884 to 99886. Check numbers 23193 to 23213.
Any other questions?
I
Do we have a second? second to approve the claims as stated. All in favor? Any opposed? Okay. Approved payroll summary.
Move to approve the payroll summary as presented.
I'll second it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve the payroll summary. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Approve the journal vouchers.
Thought there was no journal vouchers if there was something amended. Yeah, there isn't any, because I thought it was the only time you do them is to amend something.
Okay, so there are no journal vouchers. Okay. Next up is town attorney, Dennis and Butler.
Nothing to report.
Nothing to report. Does council have any questions for the attorney? Okay. Does the public have any questions that they might like to ask the attorney?
The attorney,
The attorney.
he might not know this question, but
I don't know.
when
he's
Dick
pretty-
Swan had
he's
that
pretty sharp.
gas station over here, he wanted to put in a trailer because he was gonna, a business was gonna take it over. They told him he could have the trailer, but he couldn't stay in it at night. And now, people stay in the trailers all over town.
Yes, well, that's kind of really got started during the flood. We need an ordinance about that. It's actually what we need.
Well, you might put that
But
on.
that's not for this discussion right here. It's something we need to put on the agenda. Let's put it on the agenda. That's something we really need to discuss, because we have that.
From what I've seen, this discussion is already in the ordinances, and I think they need to be examined. It's in there. All this stuff about trailers and the C-zone, all that stuff is written. Nobody's paying any attention to it. It's been there for years.
It's right, it's in there.
I've seen it the other day when I was
Nobody
looking
pays
at
attention.
it.
They're in there.
About the campers.
Yep,
And only
exactly.
certain places they can be parked,
It's all there.
and none of it's happening.
I don't remember off the top of my head, but where, but yeah.
Yeah, we need to know where that's at.
Travel
I couldn't
trailers.
find it.
No, it's
It might be in the zoning.
It is.
It's in the zoning, but it's in the old section.
Yeah.
So that was, I guess, I'm glad they brought this up, because here's my question to you. I don't know if that was amended, and then the new one came up and there was nothing on travel trailers?
Or does it just follow through?
That's a fantastic question, and that's a question you have to look through the record. Well, I have to look through the record.
Okay.
It's very simple. It shouldn't take much time, but it really is just looking through the record of all the different amendments that happened in that case.
And I found it the other day, so it won't take me long, and I'll just send it to you.
That'd be
Is that,
fantastic.
is that
That would
okay?
be great.
Yeah.
Well, I did ask you at one meeting,
We
and you were
need
gonna
to-
check
we need
that
to
out
do
about the campers.
I 100% forgot. I am so sorry.
That's all right.
I'm so sorry. That was
No, when I looked
No
into it
problem.
in the
I'm sorry.
ordinances for the Shaws over there, the campers that they had in that right of way, it come up with, we had to follow Code 5 law, state is what it was calling for. And when I called the sheriff's office, I was informed as long as that vehicle, albeit it moves 2 feet, as long as it moves in 5 days, it's okay that it's there, as
Well,
long as it can move.
Yeah.
It cannot be skirted, it can't be set up like it's gonna be there forever,
Yeah.
but it's gotta move.
Office now.
That's where it's different, is something like that, if.
Yeah.
One right over here. Yeah.
That's really.
Okay, now, we have a question, Marge?
Yes, I just don't understand, and I'm not being mean to any of you. At one time, you told a group of us, you couldn't read the ordinances or understand them. But I want to know how many of the council read the ordinances and try to know what's going on so that these things kind of go away. And you included, please.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've looked through them for the trailer. I just couldn't find where it said that they couldn't be there.
There's,
At one point I thought I had seen it, but
It
then I
was,
could
she's
not.
right, it was in the older one because it applied with moving trailers back and forth too, not just
Because
the
it's-
travel.
It's a problem.
Yeah.
It's been a problem for a long time. Not a
No,
long
this one
time,
out here
but
is
it's
becoming
been
a bigger problem.
a year and a half.
yeah, well, and
Yeah. Terry, you got a question?
Are you sure you want to hear my questions?
Yes.
It's on the Perkins Alley. I'll give you paperwork how we arrived at that point. It's on James Perkins executing the Missouri River contract without legal authority. I'll give you that paperwork too. It's Hope Freeman signing off. Her date's changed. Shirley Miller is mayor when this is executed. They're just questions. I want it. Would you like the paperwork?
100%.
Absolutely. You're a swell guy.
100%.
I have a question
Okay.
on that alley as well. The alley,
Yes, Marcus.
the sewer runs down that alley. I mean, this town has to have an easement on that, or how the hell does that work?
which,
Doesn't
When
the
the-
sewer run down that alley? And sewers run down all the alleys. On the one behind the,
Well, if you look
The
on
trailer court there.
the court records,
I will have to look, but
half of that alley belongs to Perkins, the other half still belongs to the city.
That deed, Perkins, Carrie Bundy's name's on both halves.
yeah,
But why is it still listed as only?
Nobody ever took it away from the deed. Carrie Bundy broke that deed in 2021, October 2021. That alley is listed 220 feet by 210.6 feet. And it's listed as a city alley as it should with the protective covenants on it. It will remain forever the city alley. So that title is on a bad deed because of the city alley.
okay.
However, with
My
the
question.
deal with the campers, we'll maybe be able to address that issue. So, good. Any other questions that the attorney?
Oh, one more piece of paper.
Yeah, really.
When Richard Anderson got paid to park equipment on his property, he could use that city street right there beside the equipment. Just saying.
Okay.
You asked.
Yep.
Next up, Public Works Director, Marcus?
Yeah. Couple of questions. Do we want to go about getting fence for the burn pit? When we can, if we don't go 8 foot, we can go down to like 4-foot fence around that, and I can cut all those poles down. Or I've been looking, I can get like 6-foot or 8-foot fence on Facebook used for fairly reasonable price.
Are you talking the burn pit?
The burn,
Well,
not the burn pit. The wells, I have a different thing that we have to do around those.
We have to
Because
put
I have
fence.
to be able to remove the
Put
fence.
portable fence around the well.
Yep. They want
we
to
have to
be,
do that?
No. Well, now.
if we do, I think that one will be an easy permit to get because DEQ is requiring it.
I understand that, but I also know that just me trying to replace my fence down there, I have to get a permit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think we
that's true.
probably will have to get a
So,
permit. I'm hoping
I'm
that's an
just
easy
saying,
one to
But
get.
they did say it had to be kind of, what they were looking at was those dog kennels.
Yeah, they suggested the dog panel. That was Kerry Carlson.
Yeah.
He suggested those dog panels. Carl Carlson. Or something.
You want to appease him.
Yeah, yeah, for
No,
sure.
I'm telling you, you want to appease him.
Yes.
You do not want to piss him off.
No,
No.
Because he can make your life very miserable on this job.
But, so,
so, I understand that it's probably economical if you got out off of Facebook. I guess I'm looking at it this way. We're in a budget crisis. There's a ton of stuff that we need, trees that could injure somebody.
Yeah.
I'm to the point of, we put the sign up for the burn pit, put some stuff out on Facebook, and if they continue to use it, we're gonna have to re-amend it and close it down because, this is where we're at. And the deal is do we fencing versus a tree coming down being a liability? I'm
I
kind
agree
of,
with the tree.
We definitely need to have the trees looked at.
you know,
Okay, but no trespassing signs up.
Yeah, I do have a bunch of no trespassing signs I can put out. You know,
put the no trespassing, because there's a fine with that, isn't
Yeah,
there?
put a fine.
you can put a fine on
No
it.
trespassing?
Yes,
on
under the
burn pit?
criminal code for Yeah. trespassing there is.
You can put
There you
no
go.
trespassing signs?
The city can shut down city-owned property. For
Perfect.
specific reasons.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah.
Making a mess.
Making a mess.
That is-
Fire danger, actually.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
more of what it is.
So
Okay.
then when the volunteer's down there and they're accepting you, you're not trespassing. That answers that.
Yeah, you got it.
Just post on the sign telling the truth. People keep throwing their regular garbage in here,
I tell everybody.
and that's
that
why
sign.
it's not here.
Never lost your.
Why was our sign-up sheet taken down for volunteers?
Because we closed, we haven't opened
Yeah.
it yet because of the issues. That's
Okay.
why it was taken down. Once,
Yeah.
once we've decided to go again, we'll put it up. I
Okay.
believe it's,
Yeah.
I
Until you're
think,
through with this fire season, I would say you're not gonna be opening it up anytime soon.
yeah, that's, you know,
Well, I'm just gonna volunteer then.
yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah. Put out the no trespassing signs
I
too.
got a question.
Okay.
Is the decision made on which burn pit we're gonna use?
We can only use one burn pit, unfortunately.
We cannot go down the road down towards the sewer lagoons, which, my personal opinion, just, you know, I think we need to buy that road as a piece of city property. I know budget constraints and everything, but if we owned the road, we could have a burn pit down there, and we got to lock the gate at night.
Yeah.
It's a lot easier to control,
Yeah.
but, yeah, I don't know, you know.
Okay, so are you going to sell the 80-foot road right that we have next to that road to the existing landowners? That we
Well,
already own?
the 80-foot road right that we have is in the floodplain. And would you be willing to pay an engineer to engineer road through there?
Where's, okay, it's, so
No,
it
what I'm
it
saying
hits the
is
floodplain.
If
and-
you want to buy, you're talking about buying that strip.
Yes.
Okay, are we going to sell the other strip that we already own to the neighbors that are already using it?
Well, that would be a good possibility. We could try that.
Being as their
But-
house is basically on the road.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably pretty close to this.
And cost.
The
I'm
easement,
just-
the
I'm just
eaves
saying,
are just
our easement
hanging
is
over
over
the
there,
road.
how our road got moved over this side, I don't know, but our road goes in here, their house is basically on the road, and we're using the road over here, you're talking about buying this property, okay, so are we gonna sell this other property?
I would be
Yeah,
for
Really
that.
buy it, for what?
But-
What purpose?
Their
Yeah, 'cause
house is
People
on
that
it.
built the house on it would probably buy it.
Their eaves are on it, it's one of those
Yeah.
deals with where was your property line, and they said,
Nobody's
at
got
the
to start
fence.
in this stuff?
Mhm.
They've got a road going in there.
I know, but our road going to the lagoons is actually supposed to be on the other side of that fence.
Other side of the fence.
Yep.
Which is in the floodplain, which is in the 100-year floodplain, which requires a permit. And if we were to put a road there, it would call for engineering, which I know is gonna cost $100,000.
That's the one's got the bad pipe underneath.
No.
No.
Okay.
Essentially, if you look at that map on the wall there, you can kind of see where the road starts over here and then veers to the left a little bit. Up, and right there, yeah.
Right there, there's a road that goes
There
there.
is actually a road that goes right there to the right.
Right here.
It was supposed to be
It goes up along here.
there. And they gave all that up for the material to build up and fill
Well,
that third lagoon.
Right,
mean,
I
where-
understand what you're talking about here, but this is the original road and there's their house. This
Yeah.
is city property right through here, this entire strip.
I don't know when it shows it on
And
its
there's a
side.
house right there.
The house is right on the street, right
Yeah.
there.
House is right there.
It's the unfinished
Oh,
house
oh, the
that,
one up in front. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
yeah,
the Tyvek house up in
yeah.
there.
Yeah.
It's been that way for how long now?
But anyway, that's just something I wanted to bring up, you guys to be aware of, that I asked them, I said, you know, how much they'd take for it, they didn't have a price, I said, would you be willing to just have it appraised, so you can kind of let us know. You know, I don't know, to me, it would be nice to have it spot down there where we could put our equipment, because I think eventually we're gonna need it.
Yeah, I mean, eventually if we do sell those other 3 lots down there where we're storing stuff now, I mean, there's gonna be houses in there, and I'm gonna have to have somewhere to put, you know, gravel and everything like that. I mean, that's why we're trying to fill the end of that lagoon in anyways.
That's something that just we're working on for the future, so.
The burn pit we used to use.
Yeah.
Is that road serviceable? I mean, for pickups, yeah, I got
The
it.
one that we.
We take, trust me, we watch all day long cops taking semis down there.
Oh, well, you wouldn't have to redo that road at all.
No, it'd need a little bit of widening for me if I was taking a belly dump down there, but them guys seem to be doing it, so, yeah.
You have anything else, Mark?
No, other than, you know, working on the street up here, I mean, we're gonna try to get Mine Spray Loop back open, to traffic. I've got, Warren Transport will be hauling the gravel in on, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we're gonna hopefully, I do need to get a trailer to get that roller from Bridger to here, to pack that road down.
I got a question on your storage. Could you use the end of Mine Spur Loop? That big section between Montana and the highway, the city owns that.
Yeah.
The triangle?
Yeah, you own that. The city owns that.
That's an option.
Yeah,
Is
actually.
that something we would be looking at?
That
Do we
would
want to
be-
park our city equipment on the
Yeah,
highway?
because where Mine Spur Loop comes down through there.
It wouldn't be any different.
Thing's
where we're at.
huge.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Yeah, that's true.
inevitably you always see a car out in the
Actually,
middle of that during the winter though, so.
I had been hoping that we would get fire department to get grants and put in a firehouse there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that'd be nice to have?
Beautiful place to do something with.
Yes, it would.
Would be.
Anyway, anything else, Mark? Any questions for Marcus? Or me?
I got one.
Okay?
What's that roller weight?
What's that what?
Your roller that you're looking for?
What's it weigh?
Trailer?
Oh, more than the car trailer. I don't want to put it on a car trailer. I'm looking at an equipment trailer, like 16,000-pound trailer.
Right.
How much is it
One
gonna
that's-
cost to rent one?
Midway has one that I can pull with the pickup. It's got to be a 3/4 ton to pull, but they're like 2 something a day. And I just need to go over there, get it, bring it here, and then basically, yeah, Randy said we can keep it till we're done with it. And I have a few other places that if we can haul with our little 5-ton dump
So
truck.
it's $250 and that would cost us.
Yeah.
That's within your.
It'd be $500 round trip, but,
Okay.
you know, that's one now and one way later.
Well, it's needed. I don't have a problem with it. Okay.
1,000 ton or 1,000 pounds.
Yeah, I'm betting that roller's probably every bit of 6,000 or 7,000 pounds.
Oh, we'll take care of that.
Yeah, I'll bet it is. I mean, that case one's gotta be 15 or better.
Okay. Do we have anything else? No. Next up is Melissa.
I don't have anything,
We don't have nothing.
unless you have any questions.
Anybody have any questions for our clerk?
How you hanging in there?
It's fine.
We need to be looking at, we have several applications in.
I think there's 3 or 4.
There's 4 applications in for clerk. We have 1 application in for maintenance guy. So we need to, hopefully, we'll try to get something set up this month. Next couple of weeks, be nice. Some help out there. Okay? You guys have anything else? Next meeting is 9th of September. Okay, 9th September is next meeting. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
We'll adjourn the meeting.
Guys try to make it to Fromberg Days for Diane, okay?
Second.
Yep.
we have a motion? Do we have a second?
I seconded it.
Okay, we have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.